What's up, my brothers from another mother? Got a video for you today on the manosphere. We need to talk about what is wrong with the manosphere, because there's many things wrong with it, if I'm being honest. If you're new to the channel, my name is Rich Cooper. If you're an old subscriber, welcome to a different scene. I decided to get out of the car in the house today and just record this in a little bit different scenario, kind of to think outside of the box. So how did I get into this manosphere stuff? I didn't even know what it was a couple years, if I'm being honest. You know, I made some bad choices in life, went through the divorce machine, saw some crazy stuff happen, you know, with my business that was just brutal, and then got into a bad relationship with a single mommy for like 3 years or so. And that's basically what all red-pilled me. And I basically pivoted my content. You can sort my older content and see how I went from talking about cars and entrepreneurship and those success rides and what they had to do to overcome those obstacles to really that same theme, but applying it more to life in general. And I started solving problems within my own life, looking for answers. I mean, when you go looking for answers, you're going to find them. You'll find them on Google, you'll find them by talking to people, you'll find them on YouTube. You ask questions, you will find answers. There's content out there for just about anything you want to ask about. And I was looking for some serious answers, and I started sharing my own experiences based on what I learned. And then I came across books and content like Bachelor Pad Economics was the first thing that brought me into it, by Aaron Cleary, and then, you know, the Rollo Tomasi book series. Rollo's become a great friend. You know, there's many things wrong with the manosphere, as it's called. You know, first of all, it's a crazy name. I mean, Manosphere sounds like something that would have shown up in Police Academy in the 80s rather than the Blue Oyster. It should have been called the Manosphere. It's a silly name. It's like a weird nightclub. Anyway, setting that aside. But here's the thing, right? I mean, the whole Manosphere space has a number of people in it that preach to an audience, whether it's on social media platforms, video, blog form, in person, however it is that you want to lay it out, on how to become a better version of themselves, but they really don't live it themselves. They have overinflated egos, they lie, they cheat, they manufacture stories about themselves that simply aren't true. I see so many things that people send to me. They DM me all the time, and it's like the drama is never ending, guys. I've run departments which were primarily comprised of women, doing $250,000, $300,000 a month in sales. Several dozen of them, people, employees, and have never seen this much drama. And they're banging each other, and they're fighting with each other, and they have HR issues and stuff like that. But in the manosphere space, I've never seen the amount of drama that I see. It's bizarre to me that it is this deep. You know, it solves so many problems, and I'm not saying it itself, but the red pill, you know, waking up from the lies that you've been told and unplugging from social conditioning that doesn't serve you. It solves a lot of problems for guys, and it helps them level up in life. It helps them become better. It helps them make more money. It helps them get better results with women. It really does. It's like nothing else I've ever seen, but for some reason, it's like flies on crap. There's so many flies out there that are just lying POSs. They don't live the lives that they live, you know? I mean, I know them personally. I've over the last few years, I've got to know many of them personally, and they'll walk around banging their chest talking about running multiple businesses, being multimillionaires, and they don't have a pot to piss in or a window to throw it out of. And I know this for a fact. I don't need to name names, you know, but I know these things for a fact. And what I would rather see is people focus on becoming the best version of themselves and then influencing others to do the same. That's really my theory. I mean, I don't come on YouTube and put out content to sell you guys crap. I've got 600 free videos on my channel. Do I have a community? Do I have a paywall? Do I do coaching? Yeah. Why? Because I don't work for free. Do you guys work for free? Do you guys go to your job on Monday morning and punch in and never get paid? Of course not. You're going to charge for your time when people demand it. So when people want to talk to me to get coaching for something, or they want to get access to premium stuff that I can't post on YouTube, of course I'm going to charge for it, right? But there's so many people out there that haven't done the work. It's like blah, blah, blah. And dude, all I want to say is, shh, show me. Stop talking. Start doing. Start showing me. Stop banging your chest. Well, there's far too much of that and not enough doing the work. Do the work. And that applies for people watching Manosphere content. There's a lot of lazy people that watch Manosphere content that don't actually do the work, that are looking for the cheat codes life. In fact, check this out. Let me dig it up. These are some of the grievances that people voiced to me when I asked what they see with problems in the Manosphere. Manosphere sounds like a gay nightclub. Too many guys looking for a time machine to take them back to a Leave It to Beaver time. The belief that there was ever a golden era of masculinity and the freedom from hypergamy. The obsession with obscure philosophy, occultism, and other BS. Unqualified purple pill hacks looking for legitimacy by redefining or fabricating red pill fundamentals to align with the shitty choices they made in their own lives. Too many one-eyed men selling glasses to blind men, creating unrealistic expectations for how fast a man can get results. Too much chasing tail and not enough chasing of excellence. That's what I preach about all the time, right? Too many broke fat guys that don't lift, that married single moms lecturing men on how to be a real man. So much of that. Too many men looking for the cheat codes to play life, women, money on God mode. Really? There's that many guys actually doing it. Honestly, it's a joke. Lazy people who expect you to tell them basic stuff anyone can look up on a cell phone, like what's hypergamy. There's a lot of legitimate grievances and problems with this space called the Manosphere that too many people, go on about being experts. And it's because there's really a lack of true experts. There's dozens upon dozens of guys that are answering questions like how to get girls, and not enough guys solving problems behind the why you're not getting girls. Like, you probably suck. Maybe you need a gym membership and you got to lose 60 pounds. You probably need to get a haircut and get some proper style going on. You need to understand, and very importantly, female nature and what drives women and what drives the dynamics between desire between men and women. Not let's go and memorize lines and go and approach 75 women and bother them in public spaces hoping that you can get one of them to go out on a date with you, right? Like, that's the whole, too many promises of fast results, right? There's a lot of that going on too. People selling programs on how to get fast results. Remember these lines and regurgitate them and go and approach, 75 women and harass the crap out of them. Well, what's that going to get you? It's going to get you a lot of disappointment, probably harassment charges, or even a Me Too. And they wonder why they're, not being successful. And then at the end of that, when they don't get the cheat codes to life, this is the best part. People that consume content in the Manosphere, when they're not willing to do the work, lose the weight, get the gym membership, make the money, figure out, the basic dynamics of the sexual marketplace, then they get pissed off and then they point and sputter. Oh, you're a scam, that's a lie, blah, 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 this, that, and the other thing. And then they'll go and, manufacture indignation. I'll give you a great example. I had a coaching call the other day with this guy. Dude books 15 minutes, okay? And his problem was, he's a 38-year-old guy. He's new to North America. He's got a very thick Indian accent, working for a tech company as an engineer. And he wanted me to produce a magic wand that would solve all of his problems in 15 minutes. His strategy to get a girl to like him, which is what he booked the call for because he wanted to get a wife, his strategy was to approach a woman that's 15 years younger than him from his church. And he shows me a picture of some other guy that looks kind of like him with his arms wrapped around her, wanting that girl, trying to figure out, how do I get that girl and get her to marry me? And his approach was, tell her that I like her, find her funny, and then tell her that he wants to wife her up. And it's like, dude, we're not going to solve this problem in 15 minutes, right? We're going to have to dive real deep down this rabbit hole and reconfigure your belief system, because right now, what you've been doing ain't working. And that's going to take a lot of work. But does a guy want to do the work? No. He's lazy. There's too many lazy people out there that are unwilling to do the work on themselves. They'll go and spend thousands of dollars on stupid PUA courses, chasing women, trying to regurgitate lines, or going to stupid events, when what they should be doing is finding somebody that's truly an expert, that's done the work, book their time, and get the training from them directly. Do a lot of people do it? No, a handful do. But I'll tell you what, the guys that are booking with me, they're getting shit done, man. They're getting a lot of stuff done. But anyway, back to the point of the Manosphere. Many, many problems with it. Too many fakes, too many liars, too many people that haven't done the work, that are projecting outwardly that they're awesome. They are like, it's like social media. You know how they say that social media is like a highlight reel? It's like you see these people that pretend to be awesome in social media, but in real life they're not. There's a lot of guys in the Manosphere that are like that, where they claim to have answers that they do not, or they offer BS advice, or they do things that they don't live up to. I've heard a man okay, in the same room saying that he is amazing and that he only goes out with 9s and 10s. And then after I heard him say that, within literally 45 minutes, I see him bring into the event area a 2. And I just couldn't believe it. And I was not the only one shaking my head at this, right? Like, there's example after example after example. You're banging on telling people to buy your course or program saying that you're only with 9s and 10s, but you walk a 2 into the hotel. Come on, guys. Like, it's going to come back and bite you in the butt at some point. You got to be smarter than that. Those of you that are creating content out there, I challenge you to be better. I know you can be better. Some of you I know very well, and I know you can be better. I'm not going to be around you, though, unfortunately, right? I don't want to be around losers. I mean, you can't soar like an eagle if you surround yourself with turkeys. It's just not going to happen, right? These guys need to level up. They need to level up the game. They need to actually do the work. They need to stop screwing people over. They need to stop lying to people and misleading them with results that they've never achieved themselves. Always ask yourself this, guys. I'm going to wrap up on this note because I feel like I'm banging on too long on this video. Always ask yourself this. Would you want to trade places with that person? You know, whenever somebody dispenses advice, ask yourself, would I trade my life for their life? Out of the dozens of people that I know in this space that create content or put people together in the same space, there is not one that I would trade my life for. I have some good friends and I can count them on one hand. Maybe 2 hands, a wider perimeter, but 1 hand, my inner circle for sure. But there's guys out there that I know that can do better, that have the capacity to do better. And I've put a lot of work and I've tried to help them out. But honestly, man, it's like I might as well talk to this mug. It's far more productive for me to drink this coffee and use my mouth to drink from this mug than to try to help some of these morons fix what it is that they're doing and how they're preaching. Anyway, wrap it up on that note. A little bit of a rant today in today's video. Hope you enjoyed the change of scenery. I know I certainly did. I need to get out more. You know, summers are far too short here in Toronto. But if you're new to the channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button and the notification bell. Monday nights, we're doing this great show with my friend Dr. Sean T. Smith. He's a clinical psychologist that really wants to help guys fix their lives, you know, avoid train wrecks. We call the series Before the Train Wreck. So if I can leave you with one call to action at the end of the video, that's where I would send you to go. Watch the 8 o'clock show. It's 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Monday nights. We call it Before the Train Wreck. It's a great show. Make sure you subscribe to the podcast because they're now available on all the podcast platforms. So look up Before the Train Wreck on iTunes, Spotify, Stitcher, all that stuff, and you'll find it there. And we'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.